Hi guys, this is Singh, and I've been posting on this on social media and all over the place. So when I was younger, I had a huge issue with animal products. I went a long time being vegan, and something recently got into me, and I was like, oh yes, I'm not one of those people. I was just crazy as a teenager, and I'll be able to eat animal products, meat, cheese, all over again. And I went crazy. I'm not even kidding you guys. But literally, like a week, 2 weeks worth of doing so, I went and got myself a log of goat cheese. I enjoyed it. Let me tell you that. I am not vegetarian because I don't like it. But I broke out really badly and I ended up getting a little sick. I know I mentioned it as well to a few of you guys, kind of hinted at it in my tweets, but that was the problem. So all of it was because I was eating things that were animal based. So I posted a status on Facebook asking all of you if anybody knew anything about cheeses that were vegan based and how they tasted and could they compare to real cheese. So today I went to Walmart and Kroger both to see, should I try this? I had several brands recommended to me, again, by you guys. So Daya was one of them, as well as boar skin. So I have both of these right here, and I couldn't help but pick up a few extra brands just because they're there. So why not try them and see what I think myself? You never really know how something tastes based on what other people tell you until you try it yourself. So let's get started. And I guess I'll go from left to right. So these are vegan field roast meat and cheese company vegan slices. So I'm going to show this to the camera and see how it is. So product of Greece, non-GMO, non-dairy, and only 60 calories a slice. Oh, what flavor was this? Creamy original. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to edit this part out. I am struggling opening these packages. That's why I brought scissors with me. So upon immediately cutting open this package, I'm gonna put it back in the fridge in a Ziploc container because there is no thin paper in between each slice. There's no wrapping like craft singles. So immediately I'm kind of turned off by the fact that my cheese slices are sticking together. Though it didn't stick that bad, it did come out fairly easily. It's a little slimy to the touch, but I'm just gonna cut myself off a little square and let's see. It's almost cheese. Almost cheese, but I'm gonna slide that away. It might not be my favorite of the mix. Again, it wasn't a brand that was suggested to me, so I can't really give it too much hate. It's very cashew coconut milky. I need to look and see which one they used, but I can definitely taste the alternative milk substitute in it as opposed to it being a straight cheese. The consistency as far as prepackaged sliced cheese is right on target. So I could see myself putting this on a nice turkey sandwich. And yes, I do eat turkey occasionally, though I just said that I was going vegan. So I'm going to give that one overall probably a 6 out of 10. 6 or 7. Let's give it a 6.5. Next up on my list is Feta crumbles. So I love using Feta cheese when I make my heroes or anything Mediterranean. And obviously, I do make a lot of Middle Eastern, Indian inspired dishes. So let's see. It honestly looks exactly like feta cheese. So I'm quite excited. And I didn't name the brand. It is Follow Your Heart Feta Crumbles. So I have my spoon with me so I don't have to dip my fingers into the pan. Let's try a little crumble. Wow. Honestly, if somebody gave me this and did not tell me it was vegan, I wouldn't know the difference. So I have to say they were far more correct with the flavoring as opposed to the slices that I had just a minute ago. That feta really tastes like feta, and I would absolutely serve it to other people without a doubt. As well as the fact that I'm gonna keep it in my house because I don't want to not eat cheese. So after that, the next one is going to be one that was highly recommended by many people, is the Daya cheddar style slices. So I got a lot of good reviews. When I asked about brands for not fake, that's not the right word, vegan cheeses, this is the brand that most people had, and I can't open these, so I'm gonna have to use the scissors again, which is fine because I see that they did not use any paper or anything in between these either, so it's gonna have to go in a plastic bag. Hopefully this one doesn't stick either, and it didn't. It peeled right off, so we've got a nice thick little slice here. Honestly, it's not oily like the other one was, and it didn't stick, and it has the consistency of Kraft cheese. So let's try it out. Holy wow. I almost said a word I couldn't say on YouTube. That is actually beat the feta. I get the cheddar flavor in it, which is important. Honestly, I would skip the first cheese that I used and go for this one. Everybody that recommended Daya based on taste is absolutely correct. I'm not cooking with them today, so I won't be saying what their meltability is or how they cook, but this is really good. I'm actually going to eat the rest of this slice because I enjoyed it. Now I've got two more left to try, and neither one of them are exactly a cheese. So Borson makes a dairy-free cream cheese, which I love cream cheese. If any of you followed me during quarantine, you know. So this doesn't require the cutting board anymore, but I did bring a butter knife. Let's see how this tastes. I'm excited because I did have to give up cream cheese. You didn't see that. And this is the garlic and herb version. I had to look and see what it was. Got a little bit on my butter knife, and I'm gonna try it now. That's really good. So I'm going to go ahead and come out of the gates with, I do think the garlic and herb is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, as it doesn't quite taste like a real cream cheese. But as far as a substitute goes, I'm going to have to give it a passable grade. I would buy this. I'll keep it in my fridge. I'll eat this on my celery, on my carrots, whatever. If something calls for cream cheese, I would definitely turn to this as opposed to not having any cream cheese at all. And honestly, after trying it, I don't know how interested I am in trying other brands of cream cheese. So yeah, this one's really good, and I do like that it is also flavored while being a vegan alternative. Last but surely not least, again, I mentioned doing a lot of Middle Eastern inspired dishes, a lot of Indian food. So Tzatziki is important. But it's made with yogurt, so that was one of my first fears. I was like, I'm never gonna be able to have a souvlaki dish again. But I found Simple Truth plant-based cauliflower dip is what they call it, but it's tzatziki. And I brought a spoon for this one, so let's try this. It looks like tzatziki. It's a little bit thinner, I'd say, but we'll try it anyway. That's what I'm here for. Same thing with the cream cheese. The dill and the cucumber are probably doing a lot here. But the cucumber's in chunks, so you can tell there's actual cucumber in it, as opposed to some other processed tzatziki's. They don't use actual cucumbers, so the fact that there are chunks in it is quite nice, as well as it does taste almost exactly like a homemade tzatziki. I think it is missing some of the zest from the lemon juice, which I'm not quite understanding, as that is totally plant-based. However, for those that don't like the acidic taste of tzatziki, that would be a good alternative, whether or not you're trying to do vegetarian. So I've got a lot of cheese and other products in my house to try and eat. Perhaps tomorrow I'll come back with other items in my bucket. So thank you for joining, and I hope it taught you something. If you're not trying to be vegetarian, perhaps you want to try some because of the calorie density. It is about half per serving. If you compare cream cheese versus the vegan cream cheese, or even the cheese slices. So if you're on a diet and trying to watch your weight, then these alternatives would be good just for that. If you do have health issues or moral issues against eating meat, then absolutely you don't have to give these up. They are available in almost every grocery store. So happy hunting, and I hope my review helped you guys.